Is this one of them? I think so. You gotta take all the factors involved. It's on an incredible structure. Wait till you see the rest of the video. The cow, everything. It's too much. Too many times I see these faces. This video will not disappoint. Try to stick with this. I get right into it. It's really unbelievable. The timestamp people aren't even going to know what to do with this video. It's, I think, one of the coolest days ever. When these are undeniable places. These are spots that anybody are gonna, it just would turn anybody's head. Enjoy. Like I said, stick with this. I won't disappoint you. If you're heading a certain way and you see that and it's pointing that way, I'm going the right way. Blatant. Just like the book I have says, the Colorado Bigfoot book is titled Blatant. I'm not going to narrate, but wait till you see what's right beyond these trees. Be quiet. Like as far as whistling and making loud noises go. I don't know if it helps or hurts me. Wow. I love these big guys. Maybe I can blow your mind with the camera today. Trident. Last time I was in this forest, I must have filmed 20 or 30 tridents, like really good ones. Wow. You guys, I gotta start over. I'm gonna freaking blow your mind. Hey. I'm trying to do this. I'm losing my mind. There's a whole world here. There's a whole existence here. You guys, this is above the graves, okay? I've made it. I didn't film. I just walked all the way over there. I walked a mile straight across through this. But I was seeing this the whole time. Watch this. So now there's a new tree down right there. It's all a tree that's brand new. It's definitely made to blind this place off. There is no doubt in my mind if you're walking over there, they just want you to keep walking. I didn't see it until I was right here. Here's your border. I'm about to blow your mind. Okay, this is above the graves. Okay. They are walking all through here. Look at this. This all been smushed down. Everything in here has been trampled. This is a major spot. Look at this behind the graves. These are the real guys. I'm not leaving here. I'll just sit right here. Look, 2 cuts made into an X like Lincoln logs. Okay, I'm not even kidding. They're exactly like Lincoln, like whatever they call it. What were those things called? Yeah, Lincoln logs. See? Even put it in the groove. And now it's a teepee structure. It's actually a teepee. All right? Then not only is there one, but there's 2. And you can just see it's them. There's no question about it. Look at this, you guys. It's hard to even film. This is amazing, okay? Look right here. Never, I knew it was good in here, but this was my plan, my backup plan today, was to come behind the graves. Come in behind the graves, because it's that amazing. Look at that, you guys. Okay, so you have no question about what that is when you see this. I would have no question anyway. I'm just trying to help you guys. Right there, X. Not only is it an X, but it's up in the air. X. Another X right there. See the two that go up? And then look, it's impossible. Wow. I mean, that's freaking insane. It's insane. Thank you. I'm really glad. Do you know it's never failed me when I was pissed and I was like, I don't, this isn't where I was going. I need to go to this other place. Holy shit. It's never failed me yet. It's like it's supposed to happen. Perch. That's where he sits right there. Another one. Two more completely off the ground. Just today. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys, it's the most beautiful star structure I've ever seen in my life. Look at that. They spared nothing here. This is so unreal. I don't care who you were, what you thought you knew. If you were standing here, you would believe. I could take anyone in the world and have them stand right here. Look at the giant trident, you guys. You would know immediately. Even if someone just teleported you here from your bed and you had never heard the word Bigfoot, you would think someone built this. You'd be like, oh, these people, they must have had cranes here. You guys, do you see that? Like, I'm being serious. Can you see that? Okay, well, that's a giant, beautiful star structure, like real complex, okay? I can't even get into, we'll look at it from the backside of how many logs that are made. And then it comes down. Okay, so the main thing is a trident, which is also an X. It's one of the most amazing spots I've ever found. There's no question about it. They went crazy here. Why is the question? Why? Why here? Why above the graves that I know are graves? They told me. I know for a fact. So you can decide whatever you want. I just know in my soul what it is because they tell me. Look at that. How do you do that? How do you even do that as them? Look at the giant X up in the sky. This is the most amazing place I've ever found. It's right up there. Look, this tree is completely off the ground. There's at least 6 trees here that are completely off the ground. I want to get out of here so I can look back. Another pile of dirt. Bent trail marker. I want to get out of here so I can look back at this. Amazing. All right, so the outside is even better than the inside. Here's another, oh, that's the same one. I was like, here's another one up in the air. And there is another one up in the air. It's right back there. You can't see it, but it's completely off the ground. Look at that. I'm so happy I could just go home almost. That's how good this is. I would never just go home. Look at that. If I went home right now, I would kick myself later because, you know, in February, like, man, remember that day you just went home and did nothing when you could have just, when you could have filmed? Because I start to miss this so much, you guys. I'm meant to do this, and I think it's a blessing in disguise, the way it gets broken up with me. Like, if I could be here every day, always, it would take something away from it. I think it would fast track it a little bit more, but it takes away how it gives you that time down, up here at least, gives me time to reflect on exactly what it is, and gives me time to break some stuff down and look at pictures and show you guys things and give you my thoughts of the year. It's a much needed time that I don't like because I know they're in there. There's beings right now in here, right now. It's just that this is how they do it. It makes it easier. I mean, I don't know. This is like headquarters, you guys. It's freaking amazing. I'm calling this Bigfoot headquarters just because I have a thumbnail. You guys, look at this. Holy shit. Look at this. This is my new thing lately. Holy yes. I can't help it. Okay, so you can see that's like some kind of teepee thing, right? All of it. So even the main beam of that is a trident. And then all of it being held up is being held on a trident. Where is it? It's right there. Is that it? I can't, this camera sucks. Yeah, right there. Is a trident. It's holding up the whole thing. It's amazing, you guys. There's no one in the world. That's what I like about me. That's what I do. That's what I'm very proud of myself about, is that there's no one in the world that could stand here and deny what I'm showing. Especially stand here. I think I could almost get it done with the camera, even though the camera just doesn't do it justice. If you stood here, I promise you, you would believe. I have lots of places like that, like where I could trick, not trick you, train you instantly to believe. All you need to do is stand there. Not to mention if they come out. Oh, this is a special spot. If that's there, what else is here? That's a big giant X right there. And then you got all your borders here. Another X there. That's amazing to me. Look at the two on the outside. All their system/language. The camera on. Oh, if I gotta turn it back on. Then I come back out. So here is, I just literally walked 5 feet. There's the spot right there. Come out here, and here's your pine cones. Here's all your sticks. Okay, I show you the white sticks all the time in piles. White sticks, piles. Piles, lots of pine cone eating. Here's a place where some of them are chilling. Right here. Look at it. I told you, I'll never show you the pine cone eating without their language. Okay? I've shown it now 1,000 times. Without exaggeration. Just about 1,000 times. 500, maybe at least 500 times. There's your stashes of pine cones. Believe me, no one touches them. And they use, if there's a squirrel around, that's great. They use it for cover because that's how stupid you are. Okay? That's how they fool you. Not you guys. Just regular people. I saw a squirrel. It's a squirrel. It's like, man, are you dumb? Like, seriously. Like, you need a reality check or something. Squirrel. It would take a squirrel 3 million years. And first of all, by the time he got that much, the rest of it would have decomposed. Biodegraded. No, decomposed. Blatant. I never do this. I said I was going to do this year, and I didn't do it. Because there's nothing there. You got to be in a spot like Column where they're... Like, so if I was standing at that structure, I should have turned around and done this. So to see if it worked. Remember, these dudes are badass. they're not... I'm not going to see these guys unless they want me to. More than likely. These are the real deal. Holy fields. Except that dude right there. I hate this camera. I can't see anything with this camera. That's not what I want to zoom on. You guys, that spot is amazing. Thank you so much. Look at the trail that comes out of it, you guys. You see the trail? It's an amazing trail. It's like if you had in your backyard and you walked a lot. Of course, it's marked. And then it's marked behind it. And you walk right through it, and where do you come to? What I just showed you. Where's Genote? Okay, so it's not directly behind it, but it's really close. It's somewhere this way. You guys, they've been looking at me way before I found that spot. So I wonder if they helped me find it. Because because they can help you find it and you'll have no idea they did. And then they can also do it and you do have an idea. It's a giant trident. I told you, these are the big boys. I'm in the middle of a Bigfoot world. Even though I don't like to call them that. Remember, when I named myself, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew what I was finding and what I saw. Fake fire. Fake fire. You see how they can never do it right? There's never been a fire there. Ever. There's no reason to even have it there. And they're right there. Literally waving me in. These weird noises. Like literally all through here, I can see all their structures. Something a little different. Wow, look at this X, you guys. There's water in between me and there. I wonder if that's why I'm getting tons of noises. Look at this. It's hidden. No grass, no weeds. Look at that thing. I know. Okay, that's all part of their language. I can tell like right away. What the? He's circling. He's right there. He's literally going around me in circles. I swear to God, guys. Can you see him? He's just going around in circles, squawking on my head. Okay? Things that regular people just would never, ever see. They would just think that that was like supposed to be like that. Look at this place. All of it is theirs. Remember, you think it's easy, but, you know, I've had 3 people here recently that couldn't find one structure. 2 of them were here for a week. They're like, Mark, I couldn't even find a branch leaning on a tree. And I was like, yeah, that's right, because that's me. That's why I'm me. So, I do make it look easy. Because I take you to the places that I've been working on for a long time. Would never have found this without meeting other ones. Wait till you see this. 2 unreal spots already that I filmed, including this one. Look at this. Unfreaking real. I'm literally losing my mind, you guys. He's still here. It's not possible. They're busy, they're doing something else, whatever. They always have the forest animals working with them. You guys, look at this. I mean, come on. This is amazing. Look at all the... The noises here are pretty cool. I keep hearing vocals. I heard it when I got out of the car, and I just thought it was like my backpack. Like, it just made the wrong noise somehow. And then I was like, no, it's up there. I heard it again. But it's kind of far. It's not, whatever it is, it's not so I can hear it. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm so happy with this. What it takes to get to some of these places. We gotta work on why they do that. I get it. Even if it makes it easier, great, but why? Look at this hidden secret place. I'm not messing around either. This is all by accident because I couldn't get to 2 places today. I'm very happy, actually, because those 2 places aren't going anywhere, and I would never have come here otherwise, even though I knew about it. Just because I have other places prioritized in my brain. I don't write anything down. Nothing with this is written down. It's all in my head. That's why I can't remember anything else. I only retain what I did with this. People are like, how do you remember the spots? I'm like, it's all in my head. Believe me, I forget some. But it'll all come back to me eventually. Look at this. Amazing. You guys, these are the real tribals. Look at this guy. This is all part of Genote. Look at this. I know they're right here. There's too many weird noises. Wait till you see this. Watch this. Look at the little sticks, first of all. Okay? It's great. The 2 little leaners. Daddy, look what I did. Yeah, that's nice, son. Great. Meanwhile, he's carrying like a 7,000-pound tree. Look, he comes over with a stick. He's like, Daddy. Look at this situation. vocals coming from my left. You know how seldomly I hear vocals? We're going right towards it. I've been going towards it the whole time. I had to go around. There's a swamp over there. I wanted to walk around the swamp and see the swamp again at the same time. That's amazing to me. It's an unusual situation because I usually don't have water involved or incorporated. And here I do, and it's heavily marked water. Whoa. A woodpecker. Let me show you how heavily marked it is. Like I'm saying definitive, like beyond imagination marked. Look, entire tree. Again, I've shown you 10 at least today. Off the ground. Completely going into the pine trees. I'm approaching the swamp, right? Oh my God, they are right there. You guys, I'm like, my nerve level is like crazy. Look, I don't know if you can tell. It's the lighting. The hair, some of my hairs are just standing straight up. Look at this. It never changes. What don't you get? The only thing you don't get is yourself. If you can't understand what I'm showing you, there's something wrong with you. Or you're not looking, one or the other. I swear to God, it's not an opinion, it's a fact. If you can't get, if you've watched 10 videos, no one's ever watched 10 of my videos and wasn't convinced 100%. There's no one. So even people that will talk shit, like because they're just jealous. Even they know, they do the same thing. They're just upset they can't duplicate what I do. Look at that. It's amazing. Instead of encouraging, like, Mark, I tried so hard. I couldn't do what you did, which most people do. You've done such a great job, blah, blah, blah. But instead of doing that, people will attack, because they're upset they suck. Right there. If you're attacking me, it's because you suck. There is no other reason. I'm a nice person. I'm courteous, gracious, generous, whatever else you want to add up. Look at this place. So they definitely have this all coming in to touch the water. There's no doubt about it. They're too perfect. See how everything's perfect? Something came up to the side. They never would come here to get that shit water. Something did though. I just can't tell what. There is an X there. Looks like a cow probably. You wouldn't even believe where these cows get themselves. So then you got your pushed over stump with a bend and all kinds of noise still to my right. It's crazy how much noise is coming out here. These guys are tribal big time. Shit. I know where they are. All the crows are there, and all of the other noises are coming from there, which is up there. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt in my head. Like, this thing's off the ground. A bent, twisted trident, whatever it is, off the ground. And there's a teepee. And there's a giant X on the ground. Amazing. Holy Like I tell people, if whistles isn't them, then you should have no problem filming a whistle. If they don't build structures, then, and I've discovered a language that made itself, then I forgot what. Look at that. That's amazing. I seriously just completely lost my train of thought. I do that a lot, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I got too much going on in there. Look how marked up. it is around that freaking swamp. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, you should have no problem filming that then. If wind does that, you have that in your yard. You should go film that right now. So after breaking through all that craziness, right? It's really tough to come through. Then you got your last wall. This is where their rural world begins. We're right here. Let's go take a peek. Let's go take a look-see. There's an aspen missing that's not there. It's nowhere. Look, it's nowhere to be found. It doesn't even exist. The other end of it. Oh yeah, see, chili spots. Guys, look what they do there, and it's working. I don't even want to go. That's what they do to make sure you're not going to go through there. And I think that they hide inside that. That's all. It's like accumulated, and they just peek out. Like there's these little ones. They're not all big. Remember, you're not looking for the traditional. Look at the teepee structure. I mean, come on. They live right there. What I want to say is, don't be surprised if there's not 100 beings that all of a sudden come together and they make it what looks like a Bigfoot. Okay? I'm not saying that's every situation, but don't be surprised if that's some of it. Don't be surprised if it's not some of it either, but I'm on to something here. And I think there's something to that. Look at that spot. It's amazing. See, that's why they put the 6 there. There's no doubt about it. That's the only thing I can come up with. Why they pile those sticks. Oh, look at this perch. I'm just doing a preliminary. I'm not going back. I've already been out somewhere else today. So I'm not going to go like miles up that way, but I will one day. Blatant. Look how disturbed it is. You can even see the stuff that's redder. They were right here. And right here. Oh my God. Everywhere. Look. Look, they're flattening it out. Look how they flattened all of it out. Some make piles. These guys have yard saled it all. So it won't be seen. Look. Look at that. You know how long it would take a squirrel? Even us, it would take 20 people a year almost to make that. Months of just sitting there eating. They do it turbo. Look at the spot. They sit right here. There's your X. There's another X I just saw from a different angle that's perfect. Right overlooking that. Very cool. I'd love to know what's a mile above there. And then I'll find that same place an hour away with the same beings and have relatively the same experiences in the same places. Find the dark and gray spots. I'm dealing with backward hooves people, you know. Some of them are. These guys, I think that they're small. I think that you would think these are 12-foot Bigfoots, but they're actually little babies. They're all little and they all come together and make one big being. It's how they keep you away from them. Because now you're scared. And then you come back to look for him, he's completely gone. You turn the corner, he was right there. I know he was right there. He didn't go into another dimension. He dismantled. Right there. What do you think about that concept? Which is all it is right now. Blatant city right there. Not to mention with what's right here. That's an incredible hidden X. And then it's all disturbed. That's a beautiful X from looking from up. Amazing. On their spots we always come up. This one's all wallowed in with an X. And it's literally boxed in. This is one giant box of mayhem. And in the middle is a pile that looks like a grave. Exactly like the other piles I find. And you can tell the dirt's from underground. Remember, I was an excavator. No one knows dirt. No one listening to my voice knows dirt as good as me. Because I've moved millions of tons of it.
There's people that know more about dirt, because I don't care. I just know what dirt looks like. Look at this. I mean, come on. Forget about it. Beyond the circle, this is the spot. This is them down overlooking. Now remember, it's 10 miles up a road. No one's up here, you know what I mean? But when people are, like now, because of hunting season, what the hell was that? You guys, there are so many distant noises from all around me. They're really distant though. That was like across the street, like really weird noises. It's so bizarre. Before we go, let's go over there first. So see how they do it? So my truck is down there. I'm always looking up, and what do? They put the blinds. My truck is right behind the blind. So if you were looking out my window, to me, you'd never see me, even though I'm standing right in plain sight because of that stick that goes across. It's something they do every single spot that they have. They've never not done that, and I've never not shown it. And it's on top of a boulder, underneath a giant trident. It's a spot I've known since I've been doing this, and a spot I've never not looked at as I go by. X. I'm like, I gotta go up there, but it's just so steep, and I knew I had to walk around to get here. So I just put it, in the back of my head. Here's your Sasquatch Highway. As always, it never changes. Always looks the same. And here's what they do here. More blinds, so they can be behind and you'll never see. They love that branch. Look at that branch. That's why they take that tree. I don't know how they got that down without breaking it. That's a branch on that tree. How did they get that past those trees? They must have done it on purpose, without breaking it. Blinds. Decorations. And tons of noises across the street. I don't get it. Let's go across the street. Look at this. And there's the X. Mixed match caliber. Give a dog a bone. Giant trident. X. What a spot right there. Beings that no one knew existed. And believe me, no, and especially not in the way that they do. Everyone was under the impression there was like this Bigfoot, like, the Hendersons or whatever. Actually, the Hendersons would probably be the closest depiction to them. Look at that. Where most people think it's some monster or beast, and it's not. Are they out here? Yeah, there's probably some of them out here too. Everything you can imagine is part of the unseen world. It's just unseen for us. Remember that. That's our term. Everyone else gets to see it. All right, this is ridiculous. What the hell? They haven't left me. They're still there. See, look, they haven't left. They stopped right there. Now they're right here. They just reflew over my head. I think they want me over here. I swear to God it has to be, because they've been calling me. All right, I'm coming. Look at them all. Just flying in one circle around me. It's hard to film them because... What's the deal? See, they're coming back. Why would they stay around me? It's not a coincidence, guys. It's been for hours now. Well, actually not that long, an hour and a half. If there's not something in here, I'm gonna be upset. Maybe they're probably standing where I was. They're probably up there, and here I am, the sucker. So I'm coming into where there's nothing now. Although that is interesting looking. If that's not a spot, I don't know what is. Look at this as I finally get back. It's all blocked, right? Dirt and a stick blocking it. Look on then you have your stump. Remember, you should be able to film that then. And if you can, you're with them. And then blatant, the most blatant thing of the whole entire day. Just about. Unreal. No person put those 3 rocks there. Or put those sticks there. They did it. Oh wow, I'm above finally. Where'd I go in? I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna tell you now. Whatever just happened, I think I was involved with them. That's all I can tell you. So let me show you how blatant. So real quick, if this clip even makes it in, fake fire. All right, there's the X. Look at that thing comes complete. It was peeled completely out of everything. The sticks are still even hanging on it, where there was way too many sticks to begin with. Right, and then it goes right up into a giant X. And that's where I was looking at you guys, and that's where I was saying, remember I said, you can see my car. If it wasn't for that stick, you'd be able to see my car. It was one of those blinds that goes across. I think it's one of those. You can't even see up there without it. It doesn't matter. You can't see anything in there. Oh, it's those. Whenever you have the blinds, it reduces visibility completely behind it. It's weird how that's really clean, and it looks like it's disturbed. And there's sticks everywhere. Over now. All right, well, I'm completely lost. I'm not lost where I'm not going to get home. Thankfully, I have that mountain over there. I know the landmarks. But I have no idea how far I am from where I parked. Well, I have an idea, and I have no idea where the graves are. And I'm not leaving until I find them. But in a sense, they're still technically, that spot is technically right above the graves. Because I know they're right down here somewhere. It's that crazy area. You wouldn't think they were graves, but they are. And there's faces everywhere. And now I'll be there alone, so that'll be cool. I think they're down in there. I think that's it right there. Look how different. So the forest changes, right? I'm standing in the middle of Bigfoot. And you go in there and the magic happens, and all the trees have faces in them, perch, and everything's strange and weird. The timestamps are unbelievable. I'm almost sure that's it, right there. I can tell because there's nothing like it, you guys. Look how strange. Let me show you this. Pay attention to this because it's important. Watch this. Here's regular aspens. Everything's normal, right? There's not one. In fact, they blend together so well you can't tell. Here, everything's been manipulated and everything's weird. Same types of trees. These are a little bit older, but they're all bending and weird. And inside there is the most bizarre thing you'll ever see. Because I don't know if this is old or not, but look at all the ground connections in here. I got the biggest head rush right now. It's so weird. Out of nowhere, I just started getting dizzy. I don't think it's me. I'm in the right forest. I know I am. I just don't. It's amazing that I can't locate that spot. It's freaking amazing. I can't find it. They gotta be stopping me somehow. It'll never cease to amaze me how they do this. How they can hide something even when you know it's there. The way they build things, the way they do it, where it is. It's just, out here at least, it's not thinkable. You would never, you might even believe that they're here, but it's even harder to believe it, what they do. I can't find that place. I swear. It should be right here. I know I'm not there. I know I'm around the right forest because I got the trees. Look at the teepee structure. It's a giant teepee structure right there. You bet you didn't even notice the other two when I walked through. Another one right there. I'm in the right forest. The graves are gone. I can't explain it. What are we supposed to do? I can't leave. I really wanted to refilm it. You guys, I can't find the graves. There should be right here. I'm not kidding. Give me a second. So this is what happens. Nothing right away. Well, sort of. Big scales, you guys. These are the big boys. So, if you'd want to go up to like where the actual world was, you'd go up just a little bit more. They're right there. And they're all here too. Fresh piles of dirt. You know, it's amazing because they're piles of dirt, which means the dirt is coming from above. To pile, you have to drop from above, not from below. So from below, it wouldn't be piles, it would look differently. So here they are. So here's right behind. They're right here. This is their world. This is right behind the graves. And on the same line where I found the giant place over there. Dead tree. Very cool. And as you go up, it gets better and better and better. I've been up there, not directly behind this, but up there for miles. And it's amazing. It is amazing up there. The problem is we got out, when I went up there with Brandon, we got there so late. We were just getting to the top at like 4:30. So we basically went up and came down. If I had time up there, oh man, I would have got you some stuff. Think about what I'm showing you here. What do they have at the top of the kingdom hidden? Something. So, I know you guys want to see like when they have those entire sections wiped out of the forest and it's all their stuff and seats and X's and structures everywhere. Well, that is here, but it's above. I've been there. It's amazing. It's amazing. You hear me say that? That's a Italian accent. Well, that's how Alessandro says. Amazing. You guys don't know who Alessandro is. He's a buddy of mine in Italy. 100% Italian. Badass. He'd go scuba diving by himself, deep in the mountains in ghillie suits by himself. Finds exactly what I do. And that's the amazing thing. You want to hear the cool thing about like Diesel in Jersey and, you know, Brandon and CC and all these other people, William in New Hampshire, is that, you know, we all find the same thing. Okay, so just because one guy's structure that day was cooler looking than the other guys, that's meaningless. Okay, it's meaningless. It's cool for that guy, like whatever. Hey, my ex is nicer looking. Well, first of all, it's not your ex. You know what I mean? Is that we all find the same thing, but we also all find our own unique stuff. Like each one of those people has found something that maybe someone else necessarily has never seen before. You know, or done in such a way where it's different, you know. And that's amazing. And that's why we need a lot of people out here doing this. But I think it's also certain people. This isn't... I truly believe when I tell you this, that you have to have some kind of passion for this. It has to be embedded in your DNA. You know, where you're willing to give up your girlfriend. Not give her up, but like not have one. I'm sorry, honey, gotta go. You know, I mean, you could have one, but in my situation, it's impossible because what am I gonna do? How am I gonna date somebody? Unless they live right down the street, which isn't not gonna happen. Girls, don't move into my street. I'm fine with that because does it suck and do I want to go out to dinner one day? Sure, of course. But the exchange. You know how I look at it? I just came up with this second. It's kind of like a preacher or like a minister or reverend. You know, someone that gives up, or let's say priest, the way a priest is really supposed to be. I know jokes come to our minds as soon as we say priest. But there is legit priests, believe it or not. Okay, there's priests that literally do what they're supposed to do. They don't have sex. They're not thinking about it. Because I think in God's eyes, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure in a roundabout way the Bible says, thinking it is the same as doing it. So just remember that. Like, well, I didn't do it, Lord. Well, You thought about it, and if the opportunity was presented to you, you would have done it. So it's the same exact thing. Do you understand? That's how he's judging you, because just because you couldn't get laid, or whatever the reasons were, that doesn't get you out of trouble. The intentions were there. Remember that kind of stuff. It's important in your everyday life to remember that. Whatever I just said, because I can't remember. Look at that. This is right at the graves. Same forest. Remember? Only in this forest is it like this. Look how the two split as you go in. It's all set up for them to read like an open book. For us, it's a little more tough. X, star structure. Everything around it is disturbed. No, there's no weeds. Blatant. This is what the big guys do. The big guys aren't always as exciting. It is, but I think a lot of times, basically, these are just big ones. It's not the worlds of the big ones taking care of the little ones as well. That's how I see those other places. This is all a forest marking whatever that is down there. Okay? It's all hidden right before your eyes. All you have to do is not look, is know how to look. That's a great forest down there. I've never been in there. Mostly because their worlds don't start for about half a mile, and it's all downhill. So you gotta come back up, but it's so doable. I just gotta do it. That's all. Oh yeah, you see? Look at that, I had no idea. I'm talking through my teeth, because I don't want them to see me. My lips moving. Blatant. %. 4 billion% right there. I think they're in there. Look at that. I don't know what that is back there. I can't tell. It looks like two of them sitting there even with my eyes. That's an amazing forest right there. All big, giant beings. What's the advantage of being me? Is that I've been in all these places. A lot of them, and I start to see the difference on who lives there. You know, otherwise we would have thought it was just all the same thing. And now we're realizing that it's actually 1,000 different situations. Maybe not that many. It's a lot of different situations. Which really, why does that help us? Because otherwise, that way we're not just focused on one thing. And when one thing happens, you don't go on the internet and start arguing with it with some idiot that had the same thing really happen to him, but it was different because it's a different personality. He's not dealing with a deer. These are beings that are more sophisticated than you, that are more advanced, than are older than you. Look at all the sticks right in front of the trident. Not an accident. Right, there's a perch there too. There's a seat right there somewhere. Me and Brandon found it, and there was like little stackings on it. There's a trident there. I forgot what I was saying. Thank God. Over and out.